All right, let's dive into something we have all been through, but maybe don't spend a lot of time thinking about our off days. We're going to explore the hidden meaning and, believe it or not, the surprising power we can find when we feel a little, well, disheveled. So let's start with the big question right up front. What do our off days, the ones where we just don't feel like ourselves, what do they actually reveal about who we truly are? It's a much deeper question than it seems. And the answer, it's actually pretty powerful. So, first things first, what exactly is a disheveled day? I mean, before we can get into its hidden value, we probably should make sure we're all on the same page. Okay, so the dictionary keeps it simple. Disheveled, not neat or tidy. But we all know it's so much more than a messy room or bedhead, right? It's a feeling, a vibe that just kind of takes over your whole mindset and can derail your entire day. Because it really is a feeling. It's this picture, isn't it? The messy hair, the go-to sweatpants, a cup of coffee in hand, and a mind that feels like a browser with 100 tabs open. It's a state of being we can all recognize. So why even bother with these messy, kind of blah days? It is so easy to just write them off as bad and move on. But it turns out their real value isn't in the day itself, but in the contrast they create for us. Think about it this way. You've got your on days where everything's clicking. You feel amazing, you're on track, you're great. And then you have the off days where you feel like you've completely fallen off. You've hit rock bottom, you're just lost. The whole idea here is that you can't fully appreciate the on days without experiencing the off ones. The lows are what make the highs feel so high. And this is where the clarity really hits you. Yeah, hitting that low point feels awful. But it is also maybe the most powerful compass you'll ever find. It shows you with crystal clear certainty exactly where you don't want to be. It's painful, for sure, but it's an incredibly powerful way to learn about yourself. And once you get that, your whole perspective can shift. See, these off days aren't just random things that happen to you. They're actually moments where you hold a ton of power, and it all comes down to what you choose to do next. The source material uses this really cool metaphor of a multiverse. Every time you have an off day, every moment of frustration, it's like a fork in the road. The path you were on just split, and your reaction right then and there can literally set you off on a totally new timeline. So let's break that down real simple. Step 1. The disheveled moment hits. You feel messy, you feel lost. Step 2, and this is the big one, is your reaction. The choice. Do you spiral down or do you look for a way up? And that choice leads directly to step 3, a completely new path forward in your own personal multiverse. So here's the bottom line. The whole point of an off day isn't just to make you feel bad. It's that it reveals to us the power of choice during these moments. It's like a wake-up call that reminds you you're in the driver's seat, especially when you feel the most powerless. Okay, so understanding the why is great. But the real question is, what do we actually do when we're in the thick of it? So let's talk about some actual tools you can use to navigate that messy feeling and find your way through. So here are a few ways to declog your mind when it just feels stuck. First, take a good look at who you're surrounding yourself with. That means actively making time for people who lift you up and giving yourself permission to step back from those who drag you down. Second, move your body. A good workout can literally help you squeeze out all that frustration. And finally, and this is probably the most important one, find what works for you. This isn't one size fits all. Ask yourself, what does clarity feel like for me? Maybe it's music, maybe it's journaling. The answer is always going to be yours alone. And all this kind of brings us to the real heart of it, the main takeaway. It's about learning to embrace the honest and, yeah, often messy truth of being imperfect. I just want to let that one sink in for a second. Some days aren't meant to be polished, they're meant to be honest. That's such a powerful way to reframe what we usually just call a bad day. And here's what that really means. Not every day is about putting on a show or being perfect. The off days, they strip away all that polish, and they let us see who we really are underneath it all. And in that raw, honest place, there's a ton of value and self-awareness to be found. So I'll just leave you with this final thought to take with you. The next time you feel messy or lost or just plain off, and you will, we all will, instead of fighting it, maybe try asking yourself this question. What is this day trying to show me? What kind of clarity is hiding in all this dishevelment?